Decepticons, attack!
Hey everyone, Soundwave Productions here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 114 Deluxe Class Megatron from Transformers 1. So as always, we're going to take a quick look at the box here. We have on the front Megatron looking all scary and menacing like he always does. Studio Series 114, his name is Megatron. Transformers! On the side of the box we have Megatron. He is a Deluxe Class A, Deluxe, a Class A Deluxe, a Deluxe Class A, and a Class A de Lujo. On the other side of the box we have a wider image of Megatron. On the top, Transformers 1. Please, go see the movie. It's a masterpiece. On the bottom you have product details and of the sort. And on the back of the box you have your standard product images, robot mode, and tank mode. And that's basically it for the box. And moving right along here, we have Megatron in his tank mode. And it's a very good looking Cybertronian tank mode. So let's take a closer look at the details. We got some nice silver there for the turret barrel. Got some nice red there for the front of the tank. Nice sloped treads. Cannons on the side. Treads along the rear. I love this nice silver here for the top of the turret, and there's his head in there. You can, if you lift this up, you can see his face. And he doesn't really have any. He doesn't have any wheels on the bottom, so he can't really roll, which is kind of a bummer. But he can still move. He can still move great along the ground. Like if I do this, he can still move greatly along the ground. So there you have that. And for comparison, here he is with a previous review of mine, the Optimus Prime from the same movie. Here he is with 86 Bumblebee. And here he is with concept art Megatron, which I still have yet to do a review of. As far as accessories go, he does include his fusion cannon and another arm cannon, but they form up the barrel of the tank mode. He also has two other separate guns which peg onto the sides here, and I'll show off what those are for in robot mode. And of course, the tank mode is blast effect compatible, and we're going to use the purple blast effect because it's Megatron. Yep, so you can plug it onto the barrel of the tank, and make it look like he's firing at any unfortunate Autobots or at Sentinel's guards. So that was basically it for the tank mode. So let's get this guy into his robot mode. So to transform Megatron into his robot mode, first you're going to want to lift up the tank turret. Just pull this off, and then you're just going to want to split it like so. And it actually makes a really satisfying sound when you do it too. Listen to this. I don't know how well you can hear that, but to me that sound is super satisfying. You also want to remove the sides of the tank. And then let's begin. So we're just going to take this section right here, rotate it around. Take these sections right here, rotate them around. I'm going to split the treads just slightly so we can take this and fold it up. And now let's work on the legs here. So we're just going to fold this up, rotate it around, fold this in, fold the foot down, and then collapse that down. Then you're going to want to take the leg and rotate it at the knee, and then shift it down. Same with the other leg. There we go. There you go. Now you have the legs all done. Then you're going to want to take this entire assembly right here and rotate it up. That will just clip into place right here. Sometimes the backpack likes to fall off, but you can just reattach that. You want to take the chest, collapse it in, rotate the head around, and take the arms and just fold them down, rotate the wrists. I'm going to unlock the knees. We're just going to get him standing. And then we can take this piece right here and that will just plug into the 5mm port on his arm. And you're going to take this piece right here, and that will just tab it into the other arm. And you're going to want to take these two cannons that we removed from the sides of the tank mode and just plug them on to the back of the robot mode. And there we have Megatron in his robot mode. And he looks fantastic, very faithful to the Transformers 1 movie, not without his flaws, and I'll get to that. I'll get to that later. But let's get in closely on that face sculpt. Very nicely done face sculpt right there. That's a nice red there for the eyes, silver for the face. I wish that this silver would have been like more present throughout the figure. I actually think the concept art Megatron does very good with the silver paint. This one you just have silver for the face, but yeah, it's not too bad for a standard deluxe. I just wish there would have been more silver paint. Got some red there for the chest. Moving on down to the legs are nice black there for the shins, yellow for the feet. Got to the cannon right there, and like I said in Optimus's review, I am gonna get the DNA kit, so we'll have the triple-barreled cannon that he had in the movie, rather than this single-barreled one. You got the very clean transformation. He just has the backpack there, but that is screen accurate. So overall, not a bad figure. And as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint. You can't really wiggle it around just due to the nature of the transformation. You can't really look up, but you can look down if you undo that transformation hinge. The arms can rotate. They're on nice tight ball joints. Can do a full 360. Can move in and out. Do have bicep rotation, which is annoyingly loose on this arm, but not this arm for some stupid reason. It does have wrist rotation. It does have waist rotation. The legs can move forward that far. They can move back that far, outward. Do the full splits. He can also do that but that's for transformation. Does have thigh rotation. Does have 90 degrees of bend at the knee. He has knee rotation, like due to the transformation. And the feet can't really move up, but they can move down, and you get a little bit of ankle tilt. So posability for this guy is what you'd expect for a standard deluxe class figure. And yes, in the robot mode, he is still blast effect compatible, so we can take his fusion cannon right there. We can plug it. We can plug a blast effect on. Actually, we can just take a blast effect here. We can plug that onto the barrel right there, so it can look like he's blasting away. You can take the smaller effects part, and you can plug it onto the barrel of the side cannon there. And you can also, you can totally have the blast effects plugged on to these guns back here, so you can make it look like he's flying on a jetpack, even though they don't really hold in that securely. Yeah, scratch that. Just scratch that. Can't really do that. And for comparison, here he is with the Transformers 1 Optimus Prime, and they look spectacular together, and I can't wait for that upgrade kit to be put out by DNA Designs. Here he is with 86 Bumblebee, and he is still just a tiny dude. And last but not least, here he is with concept art Megatron, who just towers over him. Now let's get this guy back into his tank mode. So first thing you're going to want to do is remove all of the weapons. So you're going to take those two guns off the backpack, set them off to the side. Take this cannon, just take that off, and just set it off to the side, and then take the fusion cannon, and then take that off, and set that off to the side. Alright, so let us commence with the transformation back to tank mode. So first thing you want to do is take the knees, just lock them into place. Take the arms, spread them out. Take the backpack, untab it, and rotate it around. And take the face and just rotate it around as well. Then you're going to want to rotate the legs at the knees. Hinge that section up, fold the foot down, fold this out, rotate it around, and fold the tread down. And you're going to want to make sure that this hook tab goes into a groove right in the foot there. And then, there you go. There you have a leg all done. And we're going to do the same for the other leg. Just make sure all of that snaps into place right there. Then you're going to want to take the legs, hinge them out, and then hinge them down on that on that transformation hinge. You're going to take the chest, fold it down, and it will clip right into his crotch, basically. So just clip that in there, and then tab these sections in here. Then you're going to want to take the head, fold it down. This tab on the back of the head will go into a slot right here in the chest cavity. Just make sure that snaps into place. Unhook this entire section, fold it down. Then you're going to want to take the wrists, rotate them so that way the tread on the back of the hand is lining up with the tread on the back of the arm. Then you're going to want to fold the arm up and tab it in right there. Same with the other arm. Just going to make sure all of that tabs in nice and secure like. Then you're going to want to fold the arms down, and this tab right here will go into a slot right here on the arm right here. So just make sure you have all of this lined up. Can be a little finicky, but once you have it tabbed in, it should hold together just fine. That's basically the base tank mode all done. So now we're going to take these two sections right here, and you're going to make sure that this little notch right here, I don't know, let me see if I can get my camera to focus. You want to get a little notch right here on the barrel of this to go into a little groove right on the back of the fusion cannon barrel, and we'll just plug together like that. Then there's a slot on the top of the fusion cannon that a tab inside the backpack will plug into, and we'll just sit down like that. And last but not least, you're going to take these two cannons and just plug them there onto the sides. And there we have Megatron back in tank mode. And the last thing to talk about is the included display base, which sits in the box, and now we're going to talk about it because it's basically the same display base that you get with Optimus, and you can just take Megatron and you can just plop him down there like that. So that was the Studio Series Transformers 1 Megatron. Overall, he's a good figure. He's not without his faults, mainly the single-barreled fusion cannon and the lack of more silver paint. And that loose arm joint would not bother me as much if both arms were loose instead of just the one. Yeah, but so hopefully I can get that fixed at some point. But I would definitely recommend to pick this guy up as well as the Transformers 1 Optimus, because these two figures go hand in hand and they look so good together. And I cannot wait for that glorious Sentinel Prime figure that's coming out later this year. Definitely gonna get him to review on the channel. So don't forget to check out my other videos, and I will see you in the next one.